Hey, welcome back to our channel. So, as you can probably tell by the title of this video, we have an announcement for you. We're going to be moving to the USA. Woo! Specifically in the San Diego area of California. Now, we've been looking for somewhere to call our forever home for a while now since we met back in Mexico City, where we are now. And if you haven't already checked out the story of how we met and how all that went down, feel free to check out the little card at the top right of the screen right now. Sorry. And you'll be able to kind of see how we met. But since then, we've been kind of feeling like Mexico's great, but we kind of want to live somewhere else to kind of, you know, settle down in the long term and have lots of dog babies and animals and a whole zoo. So we kind of been looking at a few different places around the world. We started off with thinking, what about moving to England? That might be good, right? And then we went there and I quickly remembered why I left. So we were both kind of like, nope, let's not do that. We then checked out Miami.
Yeah, we went to Miami.
Where else did we go?
LA as well.
LA was one as well. We thought, you know, we had high expectations for LA, didn't we? Because everyone seems to love LA. But we got there and it was like, not really our thing.
It was really, it was lovely, but not for living there. We found it really touristy.
Yeah.
I am more for like a calm, even though I live in Mexico City. I'm from the city. I want something more like relaxed.
So we kind of went searching for lots of different places to live. And I, for some reason, was always drawn to San Diego. I'd heard amazing things about it. And I said to you, didn't I? It feels like I'm being drawn there for some reason, even though we've never been. So we actually went there and we documented the whole thing about whether San Diego was right for us. And I did put it previously on my business YouTube channel, but I've cut it and rearranged it so it's kind of more family friendly for us on this channel, the eLife. And kind of wanted to show you guys and girls how it went. So here it is. Welcome to San Diego. So my girlfriend and I have been living in Mexico City now for about 2 years or so, and although we love it there are some things we would like to change about it. You know, there's a huge list of things we're looking for in the perfect lifestyle, and I've written them down on a list on my phone. So in this video, we're going to just be going around San Diego, checking out the lifestyle, checking out the nightlife, the food, everything in between, just to make sure that it's the perfect place to live. Already, you can see the beautiful weather, the beautiful backdrop over there. It's just incredible. So I want you to join me on this journey to find out, is San Diego the best place to live for an online entrepreneur? Let's go. The first major thing on our list is good weather. Having grown up in the UK, I've grown tired of cold, rainy weather and want somewhere warm, but not too hot and sweaty. Throughout our stay in San Diego, the weather was perfect with clear blue skies pretty much every day we were there. And I've been told this is the norm all year round. So that's the weather checked off our list. Next on the list is, can I drive a nice car here? In the UK, I had the pleasure of owning a Lamborghini Huracan, and being a giant petrol head, I love the emotions a car like that brings into your daily life. But living in Mexico, there are far too many moon craters in the roads, not to mention the security risk, for this to be a possibility. So, for this vacation, we hired a Ford Mustang GT to assess the situation.
How's the road?
As smooth as butter dripping off a butter knife. Next on the list is a bigger house. Around 4 years ago, I purchased my first house, a 4-bedroom converted chapel in the middle of the countryside. But after moving to London, then to Mexico, we've been living in apartments. And although they were spacious, quite frankly, we're tired of taking elevators up and down all the time and having people above and below us. So we'd like a large, quiet house with enough space to run a business comfortably and have more space to grow our family. So today is an exciting day because we're going to be viewing some houses, and I don't know about you, but personally I love looking at American houses. Being in England, we don't have the backyard swimming pools, we don't have huge places, it's awesome to see American houses. And Honestly, I'm so excited for this, like a little child at school. So we're going to be going to some open houses. Some of them are way out of our budget, right? I'm going to be honest, but I still want to go around them just because I love seeing the huge houses and kind of gives me motivation to work harder, to work smarter, to help more people and so on and so on. Just gets me going, right? I love doing it. So Michelle and I are about to leave to view these open houses and I want you to come along with us. So let's go. Next on the list is having good bars and restaurants. Personally, we love unwinding in a nice restaurant with a good meal. Mexico City has a great array of high quality restaurants and bars, so we're looking for something similar in San Diego. We actually discovered a ton of amazing restaurants while we were there, ranging from steak to Italian and everything in between, and amazing breakfast food too. Not only that, but because San Diego is so close to the Mexican border, the Mexican food is great here too. Another thing that's really important to us is having plenty of things to do. It's pointless having a nice house if it's in the middle of the desert, and you're dying of boredom every time you get some free time. So we visited a ton of different attractions in San Diego to find out. Even after a week of exploring, we still only scratched the surface of all the great places here. And finally, last but not least, it needs to be near the beach. There's something about watching an amazing sunset over a white sandy beach that feels so relaxing. Luckily, we found that San Diego has a ton of great beaches, including a beach dedicated to dogs. So, is San Diego the online entrepreneur's dream? Let's sit down together and find out. Okay, so at this point we kind of sat down together and discussed our options and kind of thought, should we move here? Is it good? Do we like it? All that good stuff. And we did this in IHOP, naturally, because IHOP is amazing. We love IHOP.
Of course.
Yeah. And we kind of sat there for about 20 minutes kind of discussing, and it didn't even take us that long. 20 minutes is nothing really, is it, for the rest of our future? And we just kind of decided unanimously.
I think we already knew.
Yeah. By that point, we were just kind of so excited and happy that we felt like we were in the right place, didn't we? And that we'd kind of been looking forward to it for a long time.
Yeah.
And then we went to an immigration attorney the following day. And at that point, we were so hopeful and enthusiastic, like, this is going to be so quick, so easy. It's going to be like, I mean, what did you think? You thought it was going to be easy as well, didn't you?
Yeah, we were hyped. We were like, oh, we'll be living here next month.
Yeah,
Not even kidding. Like, we were like, oh yeah, it could be like 1, 2, or 3 months. That's it. Like, we were even thinking like I was saying like we need to take Frido to the bed to see what we're going to do to bring him and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
started looking at how to move house and everything else, removal companies and whatever else. But we got to the immigration attorney's office that we chose, and they
insert your whack whack whack.
Yeah.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
They kind of told us, like, you either have a few options. One of them is the lottery, and I'm not eligible being from the UK. That's not one of the things.
And Mexico is not eligible either.
Yeah. or you become a student, which was not a good plan.
And also college there is really expensive.
Yeah, as well. So that wasn't really a plan either. And they kind of just said to us, we have one main option. As I have my own business, I could reset up my business in the USA as the E2 visa, to be specific.
Well, I love that. Attorney?
Yeah.
Well, the option for me, she literally said that I could be working on McDonald's or washing dishes.
Those were the options she gave. Like,
for me.
Straight
for
away.
Me. Straight away.
Straight away, just McDonald's.
Yeah. She said like, well, for you, you can be working on McDonald's at McDonald's or washing dishes.
Which was a little bit offensive.
And that's how you get here. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I told her like, well, I can teach Spanish, and she was like, honey, this is San Diego, like a lot of people speak Spanish. And I was like, okay.
She kind of shot you down straight away.
Yeah.
And anyway, we got to the point where she gave us this huge list of requirements for this E2 visa, and it was stuff like you need to invest at least $100,000 into the business, you need to have a few employees, you need to fill in all these confusing ass forms, and we were like, oh my god. So we got back to the car and we just kind of sat there like, well,
the blood of a virgin,
sacrifice
a goat.
Yeah, so it was very difficult, much more difficult than we thought, because living here in Mexico to get my visa, my temporary residency visa, it's kind of like you just have to prove your income, and if you're above a certain quite low threshold, you're allowed in. They're like, come in, please come in, right?
Yeah.
Stimulate our economy. So that was it.
Or if we get married, he
yeah. But
he becomes Mexicano.
Mm-hmm. Which I already am, of course, right?
Yeah, he's more Mexicano than me.
I can cook a tortilla.
Shut up.
So anyway, we kind of got really disheartened, but you know what? We don't give up. So over the next, well, since this was October last year, right? And
I just remember walking back to the car, like we sat on the car for like 15 minutes, like discussing our options, like.
Well, we could do this. We could just not move. Where else could we go?
But we were just like really disappointed.
Yeah, because it was kind of like our heaven.
Yeah.
To move to. So, yeah, over the next, I guess, October till now. What month is it now? June. So, as of recording this video, it is now June. So, 8 months. Over the next 8 months, we basically 8 months. We checked off all of those items on that list. We did thing number 1, thing number 2, thing number 3, and as of last week, we submitted our application to move to the US. Woo! Yay! Finally! So it took us 8 months to do all those things, which we thought were going to take like 2 weeks.
Yeah. But the fun part is that we could have done it before coronavirus.
Yeah. If we'd have kind of started much sooner, we would have moved and been living there by now.
Probably would be living there by now.
Yeah, but with the coronavirus, all of the consulates are now closed. So I don't know if you're aware, but when you submit your application, it takes roughly 2 to 3 months for the people to review it in the government. And then we have an interview, or specifically me, because I'm the one submitting the application. And then I have an interview in person. Some guy or gal sits opposite me and kind of grills me on, you know, my business and everything else, and why I want to live in the US and everything else. And then once I get approved, Mischell will automatically get a visa as well.
Once we get married.
Once we get married. So, as you probably know, we're getting married July 31st anyway.
Hopefully.
So, hopefully, fingers crossed that it's not cancelled due to the coronavirus stuff. So, at that point, we should be married. I should be approved. And then we can be living in the US.
And hopefully,
yay,
by the end of this year,
at some point,
we'll be living in San Diego.
And that will be our future together.
And then that'll be the dream.
Yay! And, you know, it's just, I really miss the place right now. Looking back on the footage that we just showed you in this video, like...
Yeah, we sometimes do that. We just go back to the videos and the photos and we're like...
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but I'm obsessed looking at houses. Every morning.
He is
like,
obsessed.
just looking at houses to live in San Diego. So we're really excited, but we're just kind of waiting for the consulates to open back up again. And I'm sure we're going to record a video when we actually go to the interview. I mean, that should be quite a fun ride,
yes.
Right? I'm quite nervous for it, but I'm pretty confident we can be okay.
We want to keep with the updates about how is it, what are we doing, what are we going to do, and all that stuff, like moving from a country to another. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we're going to document everything for you guys. So stay tuned. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button in the bottom right of this video as always. And make sure you turn on notifications as well. Click the little bell icon.
As well, Frijolito is going to be traveling with us.
Yeah.
So that's going to be some
It's going to be fun.
challenge
on a
as
plane
well.
ride. We're going to probably fly there. But we're not sure yet. Because it's quite dangerous driving through Mexico all the way from Mexico City to the US. So we don't want to be abducted.
Yeah, so
Liam Neeson.
it's going to be big as well for Frijolito. So if some of you is interested in knowing how it's to travel with a cat
to another country.
To another country or in a plane, like we can make a video about it as well. So
let us know in the comments. Yeah. But so I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
Yay! So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're excited for us, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you in the next video. Right?
Yes.
Yay! See you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.